We are an Italian baby care brand, one of the largest multi-specialist baby care brand. And if you talk about, we are spread across entire category and okay, right from nursing, cosmetic, toys, travel to fashion. I mean, it's very easy to be part of one particular segment. We talk about many players who talks about different categories. Here we have a brand which caters to entire need of a baby from 0 to 3 years of age group, barring aside food and medicine. Okay, and the one important aspect, I think a lot of people here have experienced the parenthood already, and we all understand motherhood is the most crucial phase of a woman's life. Everything around her changes very, very fast. You become much more gentle. Everything start revolving around her, the new ones that is going to come. Okay, now moving into the topic for the day. We have all seen there are different steps to a purchase, whereas in our case, when the world has changed, let's say in last 10 years or so, the consumer journey has changed tremendously. Okay, earlier if you see our consumer or a buyer would move into when they are in the final stage of pregnancy, and then they would actually wait, and for them the media of travel or information was more of TV, radio, magazines, parental advice, doctors, friends, etc. Okay, and then they will only go for a purchase when they are absolutely ready for the last minute purchase, because they knew exactly where they will go to buy. Having said that, that has changed completely. Now that span has changed dramatically. Now this search happens much in advance. The day you get into the news that you're going to be having a new one or in your family, your search of both passive stage and active dialogue starts. Okay, so journey starts much, much earlier. And the medium which were important medium in the past, like our TV, radio, news, etc., have become a past. Now, the other important medium that we talk about, doctors, family, they are still very, very important and reliable. But the another very, very important medium that has come up of late is the search engine. So more of independent women, independent nuclear families where they're living alone, they go on searching the different thing. And with the advent of mobile internet, we have seen the thing changes quite dramatically. I will share some of data just to talk about it. We've done this Google Analytic. Earlier, when we used to talk about friends and families used to be the most important source of information. That has changed completely. Okay, I mean, it is still very, very important because you give a lot of advice considering your thing, but internet has replaced it as the single most information source for the consumer. I mean, for us, the thing become much more peculiar considering the kind of space that we need for a retail or to showcase the baby as a business. This is a niche premium business. If you see the international concept, the space dedicated towards baby specialist business is much, much larger. Whereas in India, which is world's largest baby boomers, we don't have a space to showcase the brand and the needs that we have. We actually get into, when we talk about baby products, few things come to our mind. Diapers, cosmetic. We do not get into the other part of the segment, which is much more, more evolved in the global world. With the event of people traveling abroad, I think things are changing. And this is where I feel the e-commerce comes into picture. Okay, I've already written thank you on this part, so I will take 1 more minute on this part. For us, India is so dramatic, demographically spread. It's the largest country, and the wealth is distributed across India. It's not just tier 1, 2, 3, or I would say even the smaller town of Khatoli to Guntur in north to south. Anybody and everybody has the aspiration. They have got the kind of need and the desire to buy things. Where they're going in is to the internet. Okay, thank you. I think you rightly pointed out that we are seen as a premium player, and in fact we are one of the most premium baby player in the country. The thing that we can talk about ourselves is we are a distinguished brand, that we are not just offering commodity to the consumer. in our country at this stage, we are still a largely commodity-led brand of or utility for babies, as we understand. Like when we thought of baby, we'll think of cosmetic, that again with one or two large player, or diapers, or basic stuff that I'll buy apparel from the local thing. Fashion doesn't come to our mind. To the high-end product uses like prams, strollers, car safety. Now imagine a car safety as a, I mean, if I'm allowed one more minute on this part, car safety as a thing. About 5 years back, traveling to this part of Gurgaon was a mess, okay? From that point onwards, all our cars have transformed. Roads have become much better, faster expressways. So we are zipping through at plus 100 kilometers an hour. Okay, and we still like to hold our baby close to our chest. Now that's where I think the both awareness and the channel comes into picture. There is some sort of need that we have on these parts, and then we don't have the availability of this product. We know many of the people who wants to buy a baby carrier. Now baby carrier is one of the most comfortable way of carrying a baby when you are moving out. We all seen
Rajesh, it's a nice sales plug, but right now we are running out of time. So
sure.
just yeah.
Okay, I will stick more on this part, I would say, on the channel.
So the question was, do you see a difference in
buying?
Yeah,
we see a lot of difference, because what happens is, the point that I was driving through was that we don't have a retail space where the product can be seen. Okay, with the lack of retail space, the consumer is going online from search to the buying platform. We have seen the month-on-month business being growing up on the online business. In fact, I will like to tell you very clearly, about 2 years back, I used to discourage online business, because I always felt that this business is gonna kill the brand, people do not take care of the thing, etc. Okay, and then it was seen as a real competition to our omni-channel. Okay. From that perspective, things have changed. Today, after seeing the success and the reach, especially I would say the reach, our country is so spread that people are really looking for product even in the smaller town. So we are happily saying that our business is growing month on month, and it's more than 7% as we talk today. I think, as I said, I'm for baby trade business kind of a thing. The change that we see, that online people are much more comfortable buying. As I said, from my own perspective also, we are open for online business as such. So we do see not just a small value purchase. In fact, it started off with a small cosmetic purchase of small 300, 500 value items. And now people buy 30,000, 40,000 worth of product online. So they've become much more confident of buying online, which I would say is thanks to the guys sitting here, making sure the payment is, payment mode gateways are much more secure. So that I would say is a big change. So that's where probably our focus also moves into that part. Okay. I would also like to take a couple of minutes on this part, because most of us are thinking more in terms of e-commerce player or portal point of view. I would like to talk about more of a 100% subsidiary of Arsana as a brand perspective. Okay, for us as a brand, we are not looking for value creation. Okay, we are not allowed to do e-commerce, but what we see as a big threat is that you meet a lot of players, or there are a lot of mushrooming happen of e-commerce portal which come up all of a sudden, and in 3 months you are not able to find them. Okay, that's a big challenge that I see in this industry. Low exit barrier. Probably we need to be much more careful as a brand I'm talking about.